Alright guys, welcome to the Pez Adventures channel. And yes, I know it says Pez Adventures, but what do you know? Here I am explaining the crypto markets when I'm supposed to be an electrician. But yeah, without getting too deep into that, let's get straight into it, eh? The XRP daily chart here, I've zoomed out all the way to 2017, the pump of 2017. So for those of you that don't really know what the hell's going on here, all I've done is that's just a massive symmetrical triangle shape, massive resistance that hasn't really been broken since the pump of 2017-18. The diagonal yellow all the way down, and then the diagonal yellow all the way up is a support that hasn't been broken since March 2020, even, all the way back to 2017 as well. So that there creates a symmetrical triangle shape. So I can't zoom all the way out further past this point on my chart, but so what it is this is a 6-year resistance line that hasn't been broken, right? And then what happens is with symmetrical triangles, it just starts huge and then it keeps squeezing. The whole market squeezes it. Then when there's a breakout, it explodes all the way up. And then if you look here on the measuring tool, usually the pump is about the same size as the start of the triangle. So the start of this triangle, as you can see, is about 2,400%. So if we go all the way to the end of the triangle, measuring tool to here, so roughly about that's where it is now, straight up to that red line, about 2,400%. If that happens, that brings us up to $13 US for XRP, which is about 20 bucks Aussie. And so that's pretty much my target. If we get to there, I'll be bloody creaming myself. But I don't know. A lot of people predict 100 bucks, 500, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. A lot of that's just bullshit, to be honest. So don't get too greedy, otherwise you'll just miss out completely. And what I'm doing is I'm just showing when I think the pump could start for Ripple. So as you can see is all here, it's just been on an uptrend since June 2022, a slow uptrend. Yeah, there's up, down, but it's been a slow uptrend since June 2022. And now we've got down, touch the bottom support again, and we're just working our way back up from now. Soon going to get over that 200-day moving average, and then we're off, mate. But what I'll show you is just how everything lines up with Ripple, because what Ripple does, it lags a lot more than the whole market. If you haven't already known that yet, it does nothing. As you can see from the first pump, does absolute jack shit and then just pumps out of nowhere. And this pump, the first one, went for only 45 days. Shot up and then started dumping. Pretty much it was completely over in 45 days. Just over a month. So the next one, from when the big, there's a little pump there, but when the proper pump started happening, about 48, 49 days, 50 days, pretty much exactly the same. And then what we got here is, so with crypto, everything really happens in cycles, and you just go back to what's happened in the past, and it's always in like the exact same time frames, to do with the 4-year cycle and the halving of Bitcoin, and everything just always lines up. So if you go from when the first pump finished to where the second pump finished, that gives you 1,214 days. So now if we go from where the second pump finished in 2021, what was the first one? 1,000, bear with me. 1,216 days. Go over here, boom, there, Oh, what do you know? All right, so now we're measuring 1,217 days, whatever. So that's all that is, just measuring from the end of that pump to the end of that pump. And then now we're just trying to predict what's happening in the future, like every bloody Tom, Dick and Harry. So it's gone from the end of that pump to the end of when we think this pump's going to happen. But really, no one really knows exactly. It's just all probabilities. That's all it is. What it comes down to. And then these. So these went for. So that was 50 days. This one was about what 42, 43, 40, like 45 days. So over here for this last pump, I've given a bit extra, you know. So I've gone 59 days for that one. All right. Now, so that's the time frames of when it should happen. So if we're just going back to the past, it should be taken off between July and September. Like that should be the absolute, the pump and dump. You wanna, with Ripple, it just, everything happens quick and fast, mate. Really quick and fast. And then what I've got here, if you zoom in to look at the MACD chart, bear with me, no professional here, just trying to show you what I'm looking at. Take it easy, mate, take it easy, breezy. Alright, on the MACD, what it shows is 12-day moving average and 26-day moving average of pretty much the volume or the price, how many buyers and sellers, whatever you want to think about it the best way. So what we got is, we'll go from the first pump. We'll make it big so you can see everything. Alright, that makes it better. First pump, these lines line up with exactly what I just showed you. It just does absolute jack shit and then pumps out of nowhere. So no one could have legit seen that coming. No chance in hell. Pumped out of absolutely nowhere. I might just put a resistance line where that is. So at least we know how high that one went. So now we'll go all the way to the next one. Alright. So this one here, we'll bring that down. So that's the second pump. So this second pump, obviously it wasn't anywhere near as the last pump because it hit the support lines and then continued the symmetrical triangle shape. But what I found in these last two, on the MACD, so what I did is pretty much the same patterns. It had big pump, went down, smaller pump, went down, and then once it, see that yellow downtrending resistance, once it broke that, it just went up. And yeah, it wasn't anywhere as near as big as the other pump, which was up there, but that's because it was still inside the symmetrical triangle shape. So just look at that. So up, down, smaller, up, down, break. All right, so now we go to the next one. If you look at them next to each other, it's the exact same, but this one's a bit smaller. Up, down, up, smaller than the first one. Down, symmetrical triangle. When that breaks, fucking moon. Moon, baby. Fucking moon. Alright, so as you can see, with here, I'll make this, hope you can see properly, but as soon as that crossed, it just fucking sent. As soon as that crossed that yellow line. And where we are right now, really, we're about to cross the yellow line very soon. So all this time frame here, it doesn't have to be exactly the same date exact. It can be earlier or later, just roughly around that same point. But from looking at this, it could happen a lot sooner than we think. And I'm thinking because it's at the end of the triangle, and this is a lot less volatility here, same as the first one. First one, there was like bloody zero volatility, and it was the same shape before this whole cycle. So once that breaks, say in the next 2-3 months, I reckon we're going to be maybe seeing 13 US well and truly. And so that's the main reason for me posting this video. It's not to get views, not to this and that or whatever. This is just my first video. I don't actually give a shit. I'm no professional, but what I'm seeing here as bloody facts, mate, is just straight technical analysis, just literally just measuring shit and putting it on a chart and seeing it where it can go, so I know when I can cash out. And for anyone watching, like tradies or whoever the hell doesn't even really watch cryptos or anything, I know there's a lot of haters of Ripple, but look how cheap it is right now, and look at the shapes, the bloody measurements and everything that I just explained. I probably explained it very badly, but you get the gist. It can happen, so I'm just chucking it on YouTube, and when it happens, I'll be happy. That's it. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.